Hello, I'm Ryan Jenkins. In this video, we're going to cover 3 tips for selling to the next generation. But first, let's look at how each generation approaches buying, because it's very different. Here are the 4 major generations in the workforce, and here's how they approach buying. For boomers, the summary of buying is credibility matters, Gen X value matters, millennials co-creation matters, and for Gen Z, narrative matters. Their view of buying, boomers word of mouth and brick and mortar, Gen X phone and email, millennials online, social media and mobile, Gen Z voice and chatbots. Now when I say voice, think about speaking to Siri or Alexa, etc. And lastly, their attitude towards buying, boomers proximity, timing and relationships, Gen X bottom line and product focused, millennials social proof matters, and for Gen Z, their networks weigh in. So for Gen Z, not only are they leaning into their networks to help them decide what to buy, but after they purchase something, they might put up an unboxing video. And if they don't get the reaction or the social media engagement or positive results from that posting it online, they're likely to perhaps return the product as well. So the buying process has extended, especially as it relates to Gen Z. Very interesting. So with that context, let's talk a little bit about how we can effectively sell to this next generation. So here are 3 tips. For each one, I'm going to give you some data points to help give us a little bit more context. Number 1, 73% of the emerging generation say it's important to read others' opinions before purchasing. I don't think that would surprise any of you. So that leads us to our first tip, which is to provide proof. Ask current next-gen customers to create proof-packed testimonials. Number 2, 70% of buyers fully define their needs on their own before engaging with a sales rep, and 44% identify specific solutions before reaching out to the seller. Because we're all now connected and we have the world's information in the palm of our hands, we are empowered decision makers. We're empowered buyers. So I don't think this statistic would surprise many of you. So that leads us to our second tip, which is to create helpful content. Create content that differentiates yourself and adds value to the buyer. That's going to allow you to stand out. And thirdly, only 23% of buyers view sellers as top resource for solving business problems, and millennials are more likely to use hands-on third-party resources during the buying process. So that leads us to our third and final tip, which is to broker buyer capabilities. Provide inspiration about a problem the buyer hasn't thought of, and provide capabilities to the buyer that transcend what you do as a seller. I hope these 3 tips are helpful as you begin or currently are selling to the next generation. Hope that was insightful. If you have questions about this content or how I can help your organization, please feel free to email me to start that conversation at ryan@ryan-jenkins.com. If you're interested in having content like this packaged in a digital format to share with your team or organization, simply visit synklx.com to learn more and explore how we might be able to help you. Again, I hope that was helpful. Enjoy your day.